definitely a Southern rapper. And you know, Marquis Hawthorne fights out of Waco, Texas, so I can understand the reason for the music.
The only thing you'll notice too with Marquis, he only has that one knockout out of all those fights, so we know what kind of type of fighter is.
This could be a high volume, low power fight.
Yeah, you know,
5'11". Gentlemen's opponent.
He's got one knockout. He's thrown a lot of punches.
Right here in Huntington, Long Island, please welcome Johnny Hitman Hernandez.
Hernandez is a big combination puncher. He throws a lot of punches, a lot of straight punches, comes right down the pipe. He's a tough dude.
Yes,
I enjoy watching him.
He's a really strong puncher, which surprises me the amount of knockouts that he doesn't have.
Right.
Because he throws a lot of strong punches, like when you can really hear them and feel them when he throws them. But it surprises me that he only has, one knockout?
Right. With me, you know, when I knock someone out, people think because you can punch hard, you can knock someone out. It's the timing. It's hitting someone when they don't expect it. And you'll notice one thing right behind Johnny Hernandez, you got Anthony Caparis.
I call him the mongoose.
Yeah, look at that. Working
it's the showtime.
Basically two Huntington boys almost out here, right? Showing the support.
Yeah, it's good to see Anthony in the ring.
Good for him. He just opened up and started his own boxing program here on Long Island. Very proud of him.
Yeah.
That's a great job he's doing.
Had a really good career.
Mark Fratto.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome one final time to the Paramount here in Huntington, Long Island, New York. This is Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing Rockin Fights 34 on Facebook. Fight Night Live, powered by Everlast. Our co-main event is scheduled for 8 rounds in the super lightweight division. Brought to you by Joe DeGuardia's Star Boxing and presented by Everlast. Be first. The Paramount, a top live entertainment venue. Model Sporting Goods, you gotta go to Moe's. Tutor Advisory Group, organizational success through process improvement. Eat Clean Pro, eat like a world champion. Elite Heat Water, just drink the water. And Mr. Custom Made for the perfect knockout look. Check out MrCustomMade.com. This main event is sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission. The judges scoring the contest are John Basili, Mark Constantino, and Tony Paolillo. Controlling the action at the sound of the bell, the referee in charge is Al Lobianco. And now, once again, live from the Paramount here in Huntington, New York, USA. 8 rounds in our main event of the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's go time! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 137 3/4 pounds. As a professional, his record stands at 6-9, one win coming by way of knockout. He wears red, white, and black and fights out of Waco, Texas. Please welcome Marquis, the Hawthorne. His opponent across the ring fights out of the red corner. He weighed in at 138 1/2 pounds. His professional record stands with 9 victories against 4 defeats, 1 win coming by way of knockout. Wearing red trimmed with black, the new fighting pride of Huntington, Long Island. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Hitman Hernandez.
Who is the old fighting pride who is the old fighting pride? They said he's the new. Who are they? Is he replacing Algieri?
Who?
I don't know. I'm saying who's
just
he?
Might be.
Who is he? Is he stirring the pot there?
That crowd was pretty loud, baby.
That crowd was.
They give it to him as a main event fighter right now.
Right, and he's been here. He's looking for his 9th win here at the Paramount, so he's a Paramount perennial.
And they only put the up and coming guys at their main event at the Paramount. You can see by the crowd and the ticket sales for this gentleman here.
And who are upcoming main eventers that Joe DeGuardia has, you believe? Who's close?
Tyrone James.
Tyrone James is definitely the next one for sure.
Right? Very slick kid.
Yep. Bostic's on his way as well, as we see
But
now.
Tyrone is next.
Yep. And then you got look at Hernandez. If you can keep this up, you can keep that little place there.
Yeah.
And like you said, he throws his punches really hard, really hard.
So, surprising that he only has the 1 KO. Let's see if he can add to that tonight. Round 1 of 8 or less Facebook Fight Night Live, powered by Everlast. Star Boxing is the promoter. Michael Woods is the voice you hear, and my friend Xavier Porter, my friend Cletus Selden joining me in the booth for color and analysis, doing a great job here on the Star Boxing card. This is the 6th and final bout.
One thing.
He doesn't look that tall, right?
Yeah.
For 5'11", he doesn't look too tall for 5'11".
I was just getting yeah.
Right? He
He's a
doesn't look
sneaky 5'11".
He's making his stance so wide. I don't get it.
He looks like he's 5'8", 5'9", but he's a sneaky 5'11".
Yeah, look at that.
And Johnny definitely has to keep his hands up as he comes inside because he's getting hit clean with a left hook.
I never liked wearing the leggings underneath the shorts.
Why is
I always
that?
feel like my legs are like later in the round. Later
And guys,
in the
hey,
fight,
how Marquis holds that right hand? Who's he reminding you of, the holster of the right hand?
I got to check it out one more time.
All right.
There's only one person.
Check it out.
There's only one person that does that.
Look at that. Floyd.
Well, there's one person that does it, but then there's
look at
another
that
person.
1-1-2 right there, just like Floyd.
Yeah.
I think he's watched a lot of Floyd videos.
I think he's also watched a lot of Adrian Broner videos.
Yeah, there you go.
Because the shoulder.
The front shoulder.
Yeah, that's it's Floyd,
right?
but it's not
and
Floyd.
And it's AB. It's
Yeah,
more AB
and he
than
has
Floyd.
that foot right
Right.
there.
Yeah.
That foot's always pointed for Floyd.
That's more AB.
So more AB than Floyd.
Yeah.
But the Hitman's doing something smart. Because he's doing that style, he went to the right side with the right body shot.
Yeah.
With that. Keep it uncomfortable.
There you
the
go.
body
Oh, and the Hitman digging those flurries. Was that 4 or 5 shots? That's good hand speed. Love that.
4 or 5, you're right.
Up, and he
Nice
puts it
right
back
hand on
again.
the top.
He seems to be very on message and confident tonight. Now, you guys have seen him more than I have, but he looks to be on tonight, yes?
Just a tad,
Yeah.
man.
But
He's still getting hit clean.
Spots.
Yeah.
It's in spots.
Yeah.
It's not consistent, though.
One thing I want to see more from Johnny is his defense. I want to see more of a tighter. I want to see his head movement. I want to see more tight, high guard.
Yeah.
Because he's been getting hit clean so far.
Yeah, mixing up his combinations. We've seen him throw basically the same combination twice. That one, just throwing it in there, and he landed it.
Well, he's a square him up guy, isn't he? He squares up a lot. You would like to see him a little bit more angled, yes?
Yeah, and not standing in the front right there.
Exactly.
Moving left or right. You got to pick away.
He's a little tight right now.
This
is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Makes for exciting fights, though. He got countered with a hard right hand.
Fight Night Live on Facebook is powered by Everlast, who reminds you to be first. And presented by Eat Clean Bro. If you're a pro in training or you just want to eat like a world champion, check out Eat Clean Bro and use the promo code Fight Night. Elite Heat Water. The best fighters, trainers, and announcers just drink the water. And Mr. Custom Made. For the perfect knockout look, check out MrCustomMade.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by a friend. Old friend, not old, just known you a little while. Kara Castronova, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing all right.
Yeah.
Kara joining us in the booth here, Xavier Porter, Michael Woods, and Kara, your assessment so far, you've seen the Hitman Hernandez. How do you do in that round?
I thought it was a good round. I think it's a competitive fight. I think right now the fight could go both ways. I mean, obviously he has to get in on there, get in under his long arms.
Now, you've seen him a whole heck of a lot here at the Paramount, yeah?
He's just coming off of a loss. I know that he took that hard. And I know he's really looking to win this fight tonight. It's important to him.
You've spoken to him coming in?
I have, and he's just mentioned that that's just really important to him. You know, he's coming off like 3 losses. He had a win in there, but they were all 2 guys here at the Paramount and all good competition, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. But I know that tonight's just a really important night for him.
And do you believe from what you saw in that first round that, like, he's on message and he's sharp tonight? And can you tell?
I think I need to let me assess it for like another 20 seconds, and I'll give you my assessment. Because the first round, to me, I need another round.
Okay, fair enough.
What do you think?
Well, you're the analyst, and you also have more fighting experience than I do. I'm just going to defer and leave it to you. I like that. I like
his style. I always like Johnny Hernandez's style. It's just that sometimes he gets a little excited and he gets caught with punches that he shouldn't get caught with.
Agreed.
So I always get nervous when he gets in there. But, you know, he's an exciting fighter, but you never know what's going to happen with him.
The thing is, he comes in, like Kara just mentioned, very exciting fighter, throws tons of punches, and he throws with heavy intentions. But when he pulls out, sometimes he's still standing there.
Now, the Hawthorne against Laureano fight was real good, yeah?
Yes.
Sensational fight, said Ron Katz. Yeah, I messaged Johnny before coming in. He said, I'm going to come out and fight how I want to. I make him do what I want to, show everyone I got what it takes to get back for a title shot. Kara, that's what you said. He's very fired up. He, you know, can't not take that many more losses. He understands you got to shut off those L's if I want to up the ladder and get some of those good money fights. He says he exposed Danny in the last fight, could have won had the judges scored it differently.
Right, that was a majority decision from what I remember.
Marquis, I spoke to him, messaged with him, tell me about you in boxing. He said, I got into boxing after I was a knucklehead as a kid, and then I found boxing, and I smartened up. You hear that story a lot with boxing. So this is ticking down to the end of round 2 here. Popping jab from the Hitman coming in, smack back the head of the Texan. Hand speed from both men. High-level prize fight.
The way this fight is going, it may not reach the distance. Both men are looking to score a knockout.
Right. I mean, I think that was a pretty even round. I think Johnny's definitely in there to win it, but
Marquis giving people the look at my muscles look. He's not being bowed down or worried because he's in the other guy's hometown. He's fighting with a lot of confidence. This will be round 3 here. And when you look over in the Hitman's corner, can you tell with his demeanor how he's believing that he's performing to this point, Karen? Because you've seen the guy so many times.
I mean, he looks a little frustrated, and I'd be frustrated too. You know, this other guy, he has a long jab. He's frustrating. He has an awkward style. He's not easy to hit. I don't think he's as easy to hit as Johnny had thought he would be.
One thing,
and Johnny's getting hit more than he thought he would be getting hit.
one thing I like that you mentioned, you know, when you look in the corner, he's actually listening to his corner man, former New York State junior welterweight champion, Anthony Showtime Caparis. So you can see that relationship and that trust is there.
Round 3 now. Hawthorne reminding us of Adrian Broner a little bit. Comes out popping the jab. He gets back up into the ropes. Hitman wanting to be the aggressor, wanting to exert himself and back the Texan up. Texan's got some pretty good feet on him. He moves pretty good. Clinching up. Referee asking for a break. Getting back to it in center ring. Some wild swinging counters from Marquis. Looks to land the jab, sliding to his right, lead right hand. Evaded by Hernandez, who comes back with some combinations, 3, 4 punches.
Really
At
good
least
combination
2 of them landed,
shots.
yeah.
Really good combination shots by Hernandez right there. Nice right uppercut by Hawthorne. Nice right hand by Hawthorne.
And Hernandez making a miss, pretty showy fashion a couple times this round. Maybe he heard you guys and said, hey, give me more D, the Hitman.
Really good fight so far.
Yeah, this is definitely a better round for Johnny Hernandez.
Marquis again landing with the lead right hand, or missing with the lead right hand rather. Being light on his feet and evading the Hitman. Hernandez going to be sending the message to the judges that I'm the aggressor, I want this more. He's going to flurry sometimes 4 or 5 times at a pop. He's the kind of guy that you want to give rounds to, I believe, in this fight, in this style matchup.
Yeah, Hawthorne, he cannot just let, you know, Hernandez land shots whenever he chooses. You're fighting in his hometown, literally in his hometown.
X-Men, what do I always say? When you come in
You're
from
down
out of
2
town,
already.
how many down? You're down 2 points, that's right.
So if he expects to win this fight in any form or fashion, he's going to have to win convincingly.
Marquis Hawthorne.
Kara, what are your thoughts right now?
I think it's a better round for Johnny. I think Johnny never really has an easy fight. Like, he always is in the thick of it in all of his fights. You never know how his fights are going to go. But as far as I could tell, he's really starting to get the number of Hawthorne, and he's starting to pick up the pace. He's landing more punches. Well, he just got hit there with a couple clean ones, but.
And Hawthorne coming in off a career-best win, an absolute upset over Ronnie Austin in Mohegan Sun after a 3-fight slide. He got to be a little bit on top of the world coming into this, saying, oh, okay, Austin used to be regarded as a real up-and-comer. I don't know if he still is or isn't now. Remains to be seen, but.
I think Johnny definitely won that round, for sure. I think that he's just going to keep picking up the pace from here.
Fight Night Live on Facebook is powered by Everlast, who reminds you to be first. And presented by Eat Clean Bro. If you're a pro in training or you just want to eat like a world champion, check out Eat Clean Bro and use the promo code Fight Night. Elite Heat Water. The best fighters, trainers, and announcers just drink the water. And Mr. Custom Made. For the perfect knockout look, check out MrCustomMade.com.
Some top-tier products and services available to you. These are people that back Facebook Fight Night Live. Now well over 4 million eyeball views in second season, Facebook. Guess what? You can join us again tomorrow night in Philadelphia. We'll be streaming live and free from Philly. X-Man right now here in Huntington, Long Island. The main event, round 4 of 8. The Hitman, this is his hometown. Guess what? He just got caught with a real stiff counter. Gets backed up and then holds on.
I think the Hitman is getting hit too much, you know? And right now, he's trying to slow his opponent down by clinching, which is a smart move. It's a smart strategic move. You need to slow your opponent down until you're able to figure out your own offensive strategy. Hernandez is too complacent standing in front of Hawthorne. Thus, he gets hit with a clean right hand like that.
Just for the record, we're going to be hitting the Met in Philadelphia tomorrow, Saturday. Mark Fratto, Principal and Director of Business Development, Lineker Media, has informed us. Return of Malik Hawkins.
The Iceman.
Is being looked forward to. Also, Jeremy Cuevas on that card. Takes on Stephen Ortiz. That's 11-0 versus 9-0.
That's a great fight.
Yeah, it should be some good up-and-coming prospects. A lot of guys with undefeated records looking to hold on to them, and some of them matched reasonably tough too. And this one is reasonably tough and back and forth. Midway through the midway point, last round, Kara Castronova said that the Hitman Hernandez had a better round 3 than in round 2. This round, Kara, your assessment to this point?
This round he's losing. I think Hawthorne is, he's doing better this round. I think he was listening to his corner, whatever they were telling him, which was probably just to throw jabs more and to, just to really keep busy. He's definitely landing more than he was in round 3.
He's also missing with the showy right hand, which has been a repeated story for Hawthorne, but he's being very persistent and stubborn, still trying to land it. Obviously sees something and believes that he can land it, but so far Hernandez is evading it. You saw Hernandez get stuck with the uppercut there a little bit.
If he just would space himself a little more, if I was Hawthorne's corner, I would tell him just to step out a little bit when he's throwing those punches. He's kind of crowding them. If he would just use his distancing a little better, he would be landing way better.
And his timing on the left hook, the lead left hook there was delightful, not so much to the Hitman, who is taking a little bit of punishment, little clean shots in this round. And you see the Texan is really slick and smart with the defense there, making him miss. Not making him pay, but making him miss very showy fashion. Now ticking down to 10 seconds remaining in the 4th round of 8.
For me,
more or less.
For me, this fight is kind of hard to score because, when Hawthorne is landing certain shots, Hernandez comes back and does the same.
Right.
He makes subtle changes to kind of offset the punches that Hawthorne landed. So it's like he's playing catch up, and then when he takes the lead, Hawthorne plays catch up, and then Hawthorne takes the lead.
I feel like that one was not the hardest one for me to score. X-Man, I like Hawthorne's work in that round.
I do too. You know, Hawthorne's slipping, he's dodging, and he's coming down. As you can see right here, he's setting up the right uppercut, left hook behind it. I'd have liked to see him set up the right hand, or at least the jab, then the right uppercut. But hey, whatever works for him to get the punches in, it is what it is. And then he has him on the ropes, and he's throwing nothing but combinations with the left hook to the chin. He's scoring right there. That's the reason why I feel like he won this round. We're going into the 5th round. I feel like the fight is even 2-2.
Fair to say that both corners should be telling their guys, this one is up for grabs.
For sure. If I was Hawthorne's corner, that uppercut lands when he throws it if he takes that step back. So I'd be using that uppercut, following with that tight hook that lands for him.
That's the cleanup.
Round 5, Paramount, Huntington, Long Island, New York. And more movement possibly to be featured in this round. Carparis telling the Hitman, hey, use your athleticism. You're not the only guy who can move in there. Hawthorne's not the only guy who can move in there. Use your feet. Don't be stationary. Don't make yourself an easy target.
You know, Johnny, he's too open for the counter left hook, you know. And then when he stands in front of him, the straight right just catches him right off guard. Nice jab by Hawthorne to offset what Johnny was trying to do there with the lunge in. I would like to see Johnny move around more, just not stand so still.
And now ticking down to 2 minutes remaining in the round.
And when you're standing there, throw your jab. Don't just stand in front of the man and not do anything. If you're not throwing any punches, Hawthorne's going to pop his jab.
Right, and Hawthorne has that frustrating jab that's coming from down below. It's like way more frustrating than people realize. It just pops you in the face. You know, people are like, oh, why is he dropping his hand? But that's so frustrating to not get hit by.
Slick up jab. Sneaky tricks of the trade. Cara Castanova, where are we seeing your material? Give me an update on your career trajectory. What are you up to these days?
Oh, right now,
Yeah.
what am I up to? I'm training. I'm training for actually possibly fighting on. I would like to possibly fight on a star boxing card, believe it or not.
Wow.
I was talking to Joe about possibly fighting on this one, but it didn't happen.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't
Excellent.
I don't like talking about it until it happens because, you know, those fighters that are like, yeah, I'm fighting, and then
Sure.
it doesn't happen, it doesn't manifest. It's hard when you're like to find an opponent sometimes, especially a local one.
Okay.
But I was actually possibly going to fight on this card. That was a thought.
All right, so maybe we'll see you next time here.
Yeah, so maybe you guys will be.
All right,
hopefully
good
you
stuff.
Guys are nice.
Good stuff. Good update. Thanks for sharing that. Sorry to put you on the spot there, but we like to follow, what you're doing. You've done a lot of great stuff in your career, and now got to get back and do the ring thing again. Cara Castanova joined here by Michael Woods. That is the voice you hear, and our man Xavier Porter, X-Man, taking down 1 minute, less than a minute remaining. Who's taking this round?
I think Hawthorne is. It's getting a little sloppy in there. You know, both men, the attitude is starting to come out in between both men. They're pushing and shoving. Starting to get a little ugly, but I still think Hawthorne is winning this round.
Yeah, I definitely second that. Hawthorne is I think he has this round. Hernandez just gets hit a lot, and I think he needs to work more side angles. He
Yes.
comes straight in. He's so anxious to hit, and I think prove his point that sometimes he runs into things.
Yeah, he forgets.
And he's a beautiful boxer, he really is, but when you get hit enough times, like, you can't box as well as you would like to. You can't think as much, obviously, you're getting hit.
Hawthorne coming in from Texas to be the spoiler. Could be on his way to that.
Look at him. He's setting up the right hand. He's pinpointing the jab, trying to set up the right hand.
Yeah, and he was giving the movement that Cara was talking about, having a nice distance, landing, firing at the end of his punches there. Some good work there from Hawthorne. Maybe took the round. A lot of these rounds not easy to score, my friends here pointed out.
And right now they're telling Hawthorne to kind of relax towards the end of the round. Don't be so aggressive, because you don't want to get a point taken in an eighth round fight against a hometown guy.
If Hawthorne, I was going to say, you're right, and if he just move, I just see if he moves around just a little bit more and uses his spacing, he could win in all the rest of the round.
Absolutely.
And for Johnny Hernandez, he just has to get in, but by getting in, he's getting hit, so I don't even know. I guess he has to find a different way of getting in than what he's been doing.
What Johnny's not using his jab. Johnny's just standing in front of him and then trying to come in with one punch and then throw a bunch of combos once he gets inside.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know.
Gonna pay attention to stamina now in the finish line rounds.
might be a timing situation for Johnny, trying to figure out the timing of his opponent.
It's frustrating with a guy like that with those long arms. He's a little unorthodox, and that jab that just comes out of nowhere. It's such a great weapon, the jab, you know. And if he keeps throwing it, he should be throwing it more. He would have Johnny off him the whole time.
Absolutely. Good left hook by Hernandez.
Pumping of the jab from the Hitman. He heard Mr. Porter and Kara. Lead right hand, persistent theme for Marquis.
He wound up that right uppercut from the other side of the block.
That was a little obvious. A little obvious.
And Hernandez still managed to get hit by it.
Marquis shoves back Hernandez. Hernandez popping the jab, 2, 3. Trying to be moving, trying to be more evasive, but still squaring up, as we've noted before. Squaring up and really getting tagged now. Hawthorne putting together a nice combo platter.
And they may not be such powerful shots, but they're landing, they're scoring. That right hand was a pretty good right hand though.
Yeah, the accuracy from Marquis in this round is obvious.
You could sense that Johnny knows that he might really need to start winning these rounds because his intensity level's picking up, but at the same time he's putting his head right in there. But I do love the way he throws this hook to the body, hook to the head. I really like the way he does it, Johnny Hernandez.
Seems to have a little bit of frustration on his face right now.
Definitely.
As well as a little abrasion on the right side of his face from the left hook that Hawthorne continuously lands throughout the fight.
And simply, guys, easy to say, Johnny just has to let his hands go.
In a sense, that was a low blow.
Gotta let your hands go.
That was a low blow. Wasn't intentional. It was in the midst of the action. It wasn't intentional. As you can see, he's coming in with a left hook, and it just so happened that Johnny pushed his head down, and left hook kind of straight.
The Texan with the south of the border special.
Yeah.
All right, action commencing in the 6th round, ticking down, 40 seconds remaining.
And if Hawthorne was smart, he would get right on him.
And he is. Sharp left hand, AB style flurrying. Right hand timed sweetly and smartly on the chin of Hernandez, who is squaring up still.
Seems to be a little frustrated mentally and physically. Nice right to the body. And that was a solid body shot. Nice right to the body. And he's talking to him. And he's talking to him. As he's breaking him down, he's talking to Hernandez.
Another marquee round on my unofficial card, guys.
And his corner is really liking this. And now the referee is telling him to stop talking to him. Look, he said if you keep talking to him, he'll take a point from you.
Yeah, I would definitely give that round to Hawthorne as well.
Yeah, right hand, left hook, right hand, constantly applying pressure right to the body, left hook, right hand, left hook, right hand, left hook. He's just throwing nothing but he's just coming forward, landing multiple shots, frustrating Hernandez. That low blow, that punch straight low, it wasn't intentional. You know, it was a punch that just kind of slid under. But as you can see, Hawthorne jumped right back on him. Right hand, left hook, comes forward some more. He's just overwhelming him. And you know,
scrape on the brow, scrape on the right eye of Hernandez. He looked slightly worse to wear in the corner, but looks like he's ready to rumble to start this round 7. Hawthorne has been showing good stamina, more volume than Hernandez last few rounds, I think. Who knows what the judges are seeing, but we've been impressed last couple rounds from the man from Texas.
I have it 4-2 so far. Kara, how do you have it?
I have a 4-2 as well, actually, and I do think that Hawthorne he's really taking advantage more of his arm, his reach and his height advantage, and realizing that he has such an advantage. It's so hard being the shorter fighter. You really just got to find your way in there, and that's why the shorter fighters that do find their way in there are so excellent, because it's hard. I know from boxing myself, it's like if you're the shorter fighter, it's your job to get in there.
Yeah.
you know, without getting hit and landing your punches.
Your thoughts, Wizzy?
I think Hawthorne is taking this fight. Don't have even an unofficial tally. We'll see if being the hometowner gives him, the Hitman, a little extra love here, but it ain't done yet. I feel like it's just been trending for the Texan, though. He has more in the tank now. He's the more confident fighter. Now you see him stalking the Hitman.
Yes.
The Hitman is on his heels now.
Yes, he's not
That's not a Hitman.
He's the get hit man.
That's it. So his body language is speaking. You saw him a little bit slightly dejected in the corner. I still think this one is a little bit up for grabs, though.
Hawthorne seems to have more control of the fight now. You know, he sees the shots coming much better.
Yeah, he does. And you see from the Hitman, one and done.
Yeah.
One jab and falls in. You saw the one leaping right hand and then nothing behind it. That's not going to do it. It's just not going to do it.
And here comes Hawthorne. Here he comes, watch him.
And it seems like Hawthorne's completely fresh. I mean, Johnny seems a little tired, and Hawthorne seems like he just started the fight.
That constant pressure and some of them good shots to the body does it.
I think it comes from hitting a guy a lot. Once you start hitting him a lot, you get like this third or fourth wind. He's hitting him with that jab. He's, you know.
Now Johnny
winning
seems
the
to be
fight.
boxing.
Yeah, and possibly the crowd is
egging him
deriving
on.
a little bit of energy from the crowd. They're trying to will him to victory.
Yeah, Johnny's looking good this round. I gotta say he's looking okay this round.
He is, and the thing about Johnny, he doesn't quit. He really doesn't. Like, he doesn't stop fighting to the end. He always puts the pressure on, you know, to almost to a detriment sometimes, I think. He never really takes a break and kind of analyzes a different way of getting in or a different strategy. He's always putting that pressure on.
Finishing action in tight, smacking right hands from the Texans. Looking to send the message that he deserved to win the round, and on my card he did.
Yeah, I agree. I'll give Hernandez the round also.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Paramount, this is your main event and round number 8, the final round of boxing this evening. Let's make some noise!
Yes, indeed, absolutely, unequivocally, this one could be up for grabs, and if I'm the Hitman, I really have to feel that way. I really want to send the message that this one is mine. And he comes out with that intention, flurrying.
Johnny Hernandez definitely has to win this round, obviously, to win the fight. And like you said, I mean, there's a chance there could be a 4-4 maybe.
Yeah.
I'd say if he wins this round.
Oh, Hawthorne's talking to
Yeah,
him.
he's been talking to him throughout the whole
talking
fight.
to him.
I think he has to. Now, I think Hernandez has to win this round to pull out a draw, in my opinion. But then again, he's the hometown fighter. He's the hometown favorite.
Right.
So for all we know, the judges could have him up.
Right. You never know what the judges see.
Yeah.
So.
No, I don't think they have it 5-2 Hawthorne.
No, not at all.
No.
I would say 4-3 Hawthorne. That's
4-3.
That's the way I have
exactly
it.
what I'm saying. So the draw would be one more round if Hernandez could
So
win this round.
Johnny could steal the draw here.
Or the judges could have it 4-3 Hernandez.
I just can't see that. I can see that because I cover boxing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Exactly.
trying to read judge's mind is it's a fool's errand. Not going to do it. Just going to describe the action here. The stalker, the aggressor, the actual hitman right now is the man from Texas coming in. You see he has the height advantage. He has the aggression advantage, although Johnny is bullying him into the ropes and now pops out, evades punches, and comes forward is Marquis Hawthorne. He is the Hawk, he calls himself. The long right hand, the straight right hand. Now working better as
Looked like he hurt
Hernandez gets
himself.
tired.
Looked like he hurt himself in just now. Hawthorne, that is.
The right hand?
No, left shoulder maybe. But he's just coming forward.
Is that why he's only throwing the right hand?
Yeah, he's still
right.
coming forward though.
Let's see. He did throw 3 right hands in a row. X-Man.
Yeah, he winced when he threw the left hook coming back this way off the ropes. He kind of like, he winced. And he's coming
And he's
forward. He's
throwing-
still throwing the right hands. It's nothing but right hands.
Right.
Well, if he is hurt, he's still doing better work than the Hitman, who simply isn't throwing enough. Throws wildly a chopping right hook. Right hook landed there. Now he slides out and around. Half moon.
See, he didn't even come around with the left hook after the right hand. See, right there, he's not throwing.
Yeah,
he finally threw
absolutely,
one.
yeah.
He finally threw a left hook. Okay.
Yeah, it did call for a hard left hook, and he gave a little short one.
Yeah.
Right,
You're
it's
right.
not as sharp.
Oh, this one could be up for grabs. Jab from the Hitman. Hitman with a sharp right hand that landed. Marquis says, give me more of that. Hitman says, okay, I will. And he flurries to end the fight. Good fight. Both the men deserve kudos.
That could have played a big role in the fight. It could have made it a draw if the shoulder wasn't hurt.
Marquis! Is your shoulder okay? Oh, you okay?
What'd he say?
He said he popped it out of place.
You picked up on that, my
Yeah.
brother?
Very
Very good
important.
work.
Yeah, he said I popped
Very
it out
good
of
work.
place.
But late in that round,
In that
right?
round, because I see, look, see?
Oh, yeah.
If you can look closely, everybody that's watching at home on
saying
Facebook
he
Fight Night
popped it
Live,
out, yeah.
he popped the shoulder out in the 8th round. See, I saw it in the 8th round because he came off the ropes over here, and when he threw a punch, he just kind of like,
You picked up on the
and
win.
he's like, and he's like, he tried to pop it back in place. So it's probably an injury that he's always had in his
Right,
career.
right. Like he seemed to deal with it pretty well,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
didn't freak out or anything.
Yeah, he
so
just
definitely.
That's the reason why he kept throwing nothing but right hands
Right.
the remainder of the 8th round. He threw nothing but right hands. He threw maybe 1 or 2 left hooks, which was small, short, compact left hooks. But everything, look, he's leaning.
Do you think that made the round closer had he not?
It made it closer for Hernandez. Yes,
Right.
it made it closer for
So
Johnny.
that could have made a big difference. 'Cause
Yeah.
that could mean a draw, possibly. Are you think they're going to call it a draw, or
I
is
think
it
they
going to
would.
be?
I think they would call it a draw, just for that last round.
Right.
Because the last round, all he threw was right hands.
Right.
So if he'd have maybe been able to throw, see, he's talking about his shoulder right now.
Right.
If he'd have been able to throw some hooks, he might have been able to just win that 8th.
I would score it 4-3-1 for Hawthorne.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be a wuss for an even round because I just think Hawthorne deserved this fight.
He fought a hell of a fight. It's
Yeah,
just,
he did.
it's just that shoulder situation.
Mark Fratto is going to tell us who won right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, here on Long Island, let's get a big Paramount round of applause for these 2 warriors in our main event of the evening, toe-to-toe over these 8 rounds. We now go to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Judge at ringside, Tony Peñolillo, saw this one 76-76, a draw. Overruled by John Basile and Mark Constantino, who scored it 77-75 each in favor of your winner by majority decision from Huntington, Long Island, Johnny Hitman Hernandez.
Well, from the crowd's reaction, there's boos and there's cheers.
There is enough booze to make me believe that most people in here